The cops caught up with me easily. Hell, maybe I was even running in place. Someone strapped me to a gurney. Lights out. I'm going to be really honest with you. I've spent most of my life trying to get up and get out, to run as fast as I could to escape the pain and the trauma in the past. Whether I was bombed out of my mind on drugs and booze, slipping from one toxic relationship into another, creating drama and reveling in the chaos, packing up to change my life and start fresh, or trying to save people because it made me feel like I was a better person, I was an absolute expert at flooding my bloodstream with numbing agents. But I've got news for you. None of that shit works. At least not in the long run. Eventually, I had to get healthy and get therapy and get honest. I had to start seeing myself as worthy of healing and protecting. It's been a process. It's still a process. I'm not done. I'm blessed that my husband and I found each other, but that wasn't all Cinderella and Prince Charming from the jump. We both tried to dip a time or two, but time, maturity, twisted wisdom, and true fucking connection has brought us to where we are now. I'm blessed that I get to parent our daughter and watch her grow up surrounded by love, but our happy family didn't come easily. I'm blessed to find so much recognition among the flawed, imperfect, beautiful humans out there trying to heal and grow, who find me online or at shows or listen to every single podcast and make me feel less alone. I'm blessed to finally be at peace with myself. The life I have now wouldn't be possible without acknowledging that I had to stop doing what I was doing, running away into the arms of a man, into the embrace of a high, or into my own destruction wasn't leading me anywhere good. I had to find and keep real love, especially for myself. I had to learn how to stay put, to sit still in the pain, to stop pushing away the trauma and let this body heal. God never left me, and I had to learn how to accept his blessings by showing up for myself like he always had. I had to face death many times over, to look the Grim Reaper in the eye and tell him I wasn't ready to go with him just yet. Writing this book is part of the healing. I'm not perfect, and my story isn't always pretty. It's a testimony of the many, many failed hits on my life and an honest excavation of the times when I was the one to try to pull the trigger. It's living proof that when the darkness seems like it's going to pull you under, we're still all worth saving, you and me. I'm still here, living and breathing and feeling. Thank God. Chapter 2, Unholy Matrimony. Before I was Bunnie, before the drugs, the men, and the money, and before everything I am today, I was just a bouncy little brunette baby girl named Alyssa in Houston, Texas. My pops was a musician, and a great one at that. Bill Carter was the lead guitarist and lead singer in a big Texas band called BC and Company. He lived the rocker life, and all the cliches of sex, drugs, and rock and roll were Bill's legacy. Like when he stole the lead singer of ZZ Top's girlfriend and found himself facing down bullets through the sunroof of his limo. Dad played the circuits, and he was even supposed to sing The Gambler, but the higher-ups at United Artists gave it to Kenny Rogers instead. You know Bill held a grudge. We weren't allowed to even mention Kenny's name in our household, and whatever Dad said went. My pops was born in Queens, New York, to my Brazilian grandmother Zenaide, and his father, Bill Sr. It wasn't an ideal home for any kid. His father was a vice president of Valvoline Oil Company, and my Volvo was an immigrant, which didn't leave her very many career choices. So she became a stay-at-home mom. That woman hung my moon and my stars. When I think of the model of fierce feminine energy and love from childhood, it's her. But she didn't show Bill the same love she showed to me. My dad's father ended up leaving Zenaide for his mistress, who he also had children with, and it just broke her. In return, she abused my father mentally, verbally, physically, and emotionally. I've heard from random family members that she was the meanest woman they'd ever met. But for some reason with me, she never once raised her voice or hands. She only told my father that she loved him one time in his whole life.